My name is Krista Michelle Hill. I was a drug addict for about 7 years. I had fell in love with a guy that I shouldn't have, but he was also good to me at the same time, but he had a drug addiction of his own. The way I started getting addicted to drugs was that my husband prior to that was beating on me, and he had told me if I had ever shot up a pill, he would leave me. So I did. And that's how I got addicted to drugs. Got really bad. We lost everything. Or I lost everything. I wound up losing my daughter to DCS, and fortunately his family actually took my daughter in when they didn't have to because I didn't have any family. And prior to that, I had lost my son. So after my firstborn son and my daughter got taken away from me, my addiction just spiraled down even more a hole. I didn't know how to climb out of it. I didn't know how to deal with it. To me, the drugs was a numbing agent. Little did I realize I was slowly killing myself. Well, I wound up waking up one morning and it's like, well, I don't need to do this no more. But I continued doing it. Then the judge on April 1st, about 2 years ago, almost 3 now, told me, you're going to jail, Miss Hill. We're going to save your life. We're going to put you in rehab, and you're not leaving jail until rehab comes and gets you. I came back home for about 2 weeks, and I was surrounded by it, seeing it every day. I came close to doing it again before I got thrown back in jail for a warrant for child support. I was in jail for 4 months, and they let me go, and I went back home, again surrounded by drugs. About 2 weeks later, I found my boyfriend at the time dead. They rushed him to the emergency room, they put him on life support, and he didn't come home. I wound up moving down to Knoxville. Was doing classes for IOP, intensive outpatient. And I was also on probation at the time. After I graduated from my IOP, I had went to my probation officer and I had asked him, I need another program. I don't trust myself out there. I need another program that's going to keep me liable, focused. My probation officer handed me a card and told me I give this out sparingly. Well, it was Hands Up for Women. The board of director of it was Eva. It's a year-long faith-based program. It's every Tuesdays and Thursday, and not showing up ain't a good thing. It's very dedicated, and they spend a lot of time and a lot of money on one person. At my graduation, Mr. Todd was there, and I didn't have the prettiest teeth. And so next thing I know is I'm getting a phone call from Eva and Christy, who was my mentor in the program, telling me that this church was going to donate the money to go have my teeth pulled to get rid of my last reminder of my drug addiction. How I came to Jesus was a blessing in disguise. He took away my boyfriend from me. He knew that if he wasn't around me, I would continue doing drugs. And God has helped me by showing me that He does love me by doing that, taking me away, putting me in a predicament that He knew I could get myself out of, to guide me to get to where I'm at now. If I had never went to my probation officer to get this program that I just currently graduation, I would have never had found it. I never would have found him. He has helped me get a new job. I get to see my daughter more. I very rarely did before. He helped me get my new teeth. I always thought I would have jacked up teeth for the rest of my life. And I'm thankful for the Lord that He gave me my teeth. But mostly for my children. Me and my daughter, our relationship wasn't the greatest, and now she's about to turn 11 years old, and she's all about her mommy. My little boy, he's turning 1 year old, and he's all about his mommy. My children's birthday party is tomorrow. My oldest is on the 12th, my youngest is on the 14th. So I'm throwing them both a birthday party together, and I have never been able to buy my children's presents by myself. My children have 13 different presents between each other, and I paid for it myself. My money, nobody else's. And I'm able to make the cupcakes, and I actually was able to buy another cake. And it's humbling to me because I have never been able to do that for my children. So I'm very grateful and thankful that the Lord was able to bless me with this new job that I have at the city of Knoxville in order to do this. So I'm very grateful.